So this is US dollar CAD analysis for the 9th of November. Now, let's just have a look what happened with prices. So, let's just grab the pen. So, the 8th of November was just there. So, on the 7th of November, we did see a bit of a sell-off there from the 200 period average. We did not hold this 27.78 for a potential upside move all the way to test that in around at 128.40. Instead, we did see some more sell side momentum coming to the market. So let's just see what's happened. So on the 8th, we did see some sell side momentum take us all the way into 400 period average here on this execution time from the hourly. So 400 period average at present appears to have held, as we can see there. We might form a bit of a I don't understand bear flags, to be honest. But we might see a further retracement. We might not retrace all the way back up to 127.78. We might see a small bounce before we do have a breakdown in prices. Now, if we do break down from this 127.28, we'll be targeting 126.22 to the downside on this US dollar CAD. If we do break down, so if we do see retracement upwards and we see some more sell side momentum taken out of previous lows, we'll be targeting at 126.22. If however we do have a retracement pullback and we do get a continuation, we don't invalidate these lows over here. Let's just see, we don't invalidate these lows. We don't have a retracement up and invalidate these lows here. We were looking to target to the upside. So again, we'll see our price direct to 127.78. If we do go up to 127.78 and we do see some sell side momentum, or whether we do go above 127.78, break above it, consolidate before we target the 200 period average here. If we do target and successfully navigate 200 period average, we have to see our price direct to the previous swings in around at 128.20, beyond which we'll be looking for this is news related candle just there. Actually, we'll see our price direct to 28.40. So in around at 28.20, 28.40, we'll look for potential sell side momentum to take us all the way down to 127.78. The far end of the range, what would you expect? Far end of the range, possibly these swing highs here, in around at 128.60. 128.60, that might be too far away. 130 pips. Without fundamental catalyst, I can't imagine the US dollar CAD going up 130 pips. So the far end of the range possibly is in and around this 128.20. Again, that's over 100 pips. 120.30. We might not even get above. Sorry about this. We might not get above. Possibly even 120. Let's see, 70 pips is a possible. Yeah, I suppose it's possible. 28.20. 128.20. Yes, we'll just say that. So we'll say 128. Sorry about for. Yes, so 128 in around 128, 128.20. So this swing high here. We'll see if prices do get up there. We do expect that to be the far end of the range without fundamental catalyst taking us up to possibly this 128.60. So we've mentioned the downside targets and the upside targets. Is a pretty big range. Now let's just have a look at the higher time frames. So on this daily chart, we can see here we've had a bit of a turnaround at present. So we've had prices come. We didn't quite get up to this 129.44. Instead of 129. We did see a bit of a turnaround in prices. We've broke below this 127.78. We see some buy side momentum come into the market, but it's been invalidated somewhat by the bearish day we saw on the 8th. So on the 9th, we could potentially see some more downside momentum, taking us all the way down to the 20 period moving average. The 20 period moving average may act as support, so we do have to bear that in mind. So 20 period moving average, just going to see where that 20 period moving average is on this chart. 20 period moving average is sitting at 126.97, so essentially 127. So if we get to 126, we're looking for 127, potentially acting as support for potentially seeing some buy side momentum all the way back up to 127.78, before we, as a target where we might see potential resistance. So I move down to 127 before we might find support at 20 period moving average before we target in our upside. But overall, the trend, even though we're in a bit of a retracement, is still to the upside, even though we're in a bit of a retracement. So we might retrace down to moving average before we see a bounce, and we can target our upper levels. Now, let's just see where we are on the weekly time frame before wrapping up here. So if we go over to the weekly time frame, we can see here we're in a very We're in a very strong uptrend. Okay, we've pulled back a bit on these 2 weeks here, but the candles aren't very strong. Not very sizable candles in comparison to the bullish candles to the left of where we are at present. We've got small bodies, wicks on these markets, on these candles, indicating that there are some buyers in the market trying to push the prices up. So at present, we do appear to be in a more of a retracement than a reversal on the US dollar CAD. So that's your US dollar CAD analysis. So before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.